Hey, it's Penny with Rediscover Your Shine, and I just wanted to pop on today because I got a nudge to share. Feeling really tender today, and it's just amazing to me how this life journey can be so full of polarity, right? Yeah. So I had a somatic session yesterday that brought up some feelings from an incident that happened to me in childhood. Like, quite honestly, I knew it happened, but like total disconnect, emotions from that, right? So yeah, that came up, and basically what happened was I was about 1.5 years old, and I fell down a flight of stairs in a walker. I somehow managed to get the door open and tumble down I went, and I broke my arm so severely that I had to be casted around my entire chest, and my arm at 1.5 years was held up like this in a up position all the time. And what came to me in the session was so profound, because the message that I got, or the words that came to me, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just checking in with my body, right? And things have been going really good. And I did have some residual, so I'm doing a couple different things. I'm doing some ancestral healing stuff too, and I had something come up that felt like really revealing to me about changing a core belief that I have, about being enough and doing enough, and that I don't have to jump through hoops and do backflips for people, right, anymore, that I'm enough, period. And so I shared that with the somatic practitioner, and then, she's like, okay, let's just check in with our body and your body. And in doing that, all of a sudden these words came to me. I was dropped. That's it. I was dropped. And then the image of not actually feeling it, but just the image of me with the cast. And so I dropped into what that must have felt like for a 1.5-year-old with a 22-year-old mother who was probably freaked right the out. And what was interesting is that, we went through what I was feeling, and I was feeling not really pain or anything. What I was most concerned about, which was, part of what I was clearing from the ancestral belief, was like, oh my God, is my mother okay? Not me. Yeah, not me, my mother. Oh, fuck. It just goes to show, how deep the programming is for me, in terms of putting other people before myself. And while that's beautiful, right? It's a beautiful, wonderful ability to have. It's also self-abandonment. And I've done it for many, many years. And I'm breaking that pattern. And it's all on the precipice. Is that what I want for a word? I think so. Of some stuff going on with my family that normally I would have flown home and handled, been in charge, been the one, right? And I chose to say no. I chose to do what I could from where I am, because I am on this healing journey and I am in it right now. And today I woke up, actually I was up quite a bit last night with a lot of agitation, if I could put a word to it, in my solar plexus and my stomach. It felt expanded and bloated, and yet when I touched it, it was fine. I did actually have to express some anger yesterday too. I did some pounding on a mattress and screaming in a pillow and shaking. And anyway, that feeling made me feel like I needed to purge, honestly. Although there's nothing down there but emotions, right? That because the gut is attached to the mind, and I can't get into all the science of it because I don't really understand it yet. But so I was up a lot last night, and I woke up with the same, and I couldn't eat. Like, I've hardly eaten. I had been sipping on coconut water and tea, and just holding a dialogue with myself and that part of myself, and like, what did she need then? Well, like, what did she need? Not my mom. I mean, me. I need to take care of that part of me, because apparently that was not felt to completion that fall, and I'm not surprised, and it's by no fault of anybody's other than, you know, young motherhood and a traumatic fall that was not expected. And it's just mind boggling to me about how these things stay in our body, and that you can't think your way out of them. Believe me, I have tried. I've tried talking my way out of things. I have done so much talk therapy over the years, and I've gotten more out of being in my body and feeling in my body where I'm holding things than I've gotten out of any conversation with any person. And I'm just going to just put a little side note here. If you're doing work with anybody about any type of healing work or anything, actually, like if you're doing any particular thing, my advice is to make sure that they embody their work. You know, like I started this self-love life coaching thing last year because truly I felt like I was, and I am, in love with myself, and not like in an egotistical way, but I finally like myself, but there's still layers underneath that are unhealed. And these are the things that I'm working on embodying right now as I finish up this nervous system class that I'm taking, which ends tomorrow. I've learned many tools, and I'm grateful for them because they were very helpful this morning. So this morning I did a lot of self-touch. I actually stood in front of the mirror with lotion, and I have to put a blindfold on because my mind I need a blindfold. So it's just helpful for me to drop into my body. So I put a blindfold on. Even closing my eyes is not enough. I can't explain it. It's just how I am. And I just really let myself feel my own self-touch. And what that does is the same as giving yourself a hug. It releases oxytocin in your body. And it allows you, that's the love chemical, right? It allows you to feel the release, you know, with yourself. Like, it's true self-nurturing is what it did. So I did some self-touch. I did some humming. I did some booing. I did some more humming. And I've been burping a lot, and that's one of the side effects of your digestive system starting to relax. So clearly there was something there that needed to process. And so I'm just really being gentle with myself today. And I'm not pushing anything. And I encourage that if you're doing any of this self-healing journey, that I know that many of you are not able to put a pause on your life. But if you can, the little moments in the bathroom, find 60 seconds, you know, to just step aside when you get up in the morning, before you go to bed at night. Do a regulating resource. Do them during the day. They're super easy to do. Nobody's going to even know that you're doing. If you're humming, you can hum really low. If you're booing, they might know. Boo. You can actually do tapping, and people aren't going to know. I often just tap my chest or I sway, and these are just little subtle things that allow your nervous system to know, hey, we're safe. We're safe. And even if you're in a safe situation, your nervous system can still feel unsafe. I was in a safe situation yesterday, in a safe space, in a safe container with a safe person, and my body was completely in fight or flight mode, all in the matter of a second. And it has continued. I keep checking in with myself. A very simple tool I learned from the class that I took with Sarah Baldwin, Navigating Your Nervous System, is just say, hey, nervous system, what state are you in right now? And mine just said ventral. Yeah, what number on a scale of 1 to 10? A 2. All right, ventral is good. Ventral is calm. Ventral is your parasympathetic rest and digest state. And so the other states are dorsal, fight or flight, and freeze. And I have been in and out of those states for the past 24 hours, 36 hours. And yeah, I'm just fluctuating. I just was sitting here thinking, I'm like a little caterpillar in a cocoon, and I've turned to muck again. Yet again, I thought I was like out of this chrysalis stage, but here I am again. And I just wanted to share my journey for those of you who are endeavoring this. This it's fascinating, and if you can find the magic in it, it's even more fascinating. And I do believe that it is magical that we get to have this experience, or that I get to have this experience. I don't know what my path that lies ahead. I have no idea. I have no idea, and I am just allowing it to unfold. That's it. Tap in with yourself, get out of your head, get into your body, do the healing that you so deserve, and you will find the love that you have always waited for within yourself. Till next time.